And I remember I had PCS, bro, and I had to be across the street walking on the train tracks, and the train tracks right there in San Lucas, walking on the train tracks and like holding my phone up like this, legitimately. I don't know what it was. Maybe the freaking the iron from the damn train tracks. Maybe it was giving some type of electrical, you know what I mean, or some signal, whatever it was doing, but it was working. And I was getting service. So I used to be like sending text messages up in the air, like dog, like this, like sending text messages and just holding it up like a damn umbrella and just hoping it went through. And it'd be some dumb message like LOL. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what it was, or try to make a phone call. And you talk on the phone call on speaker, and you'd be holding it up. And you'd be like, you look, and you're like, damn it, like it's going in and out. You're like Metro PCS, bro. So I switched over from that to the prepaid one. What the is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Hypocritical AF podcast. I'm your host, Albert Fig, and I'm back from vacation, back fresh for that ass. Get some coffee, get some espresso lungo like I just have here that I've been sipping because it was definitely needed. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Make sure you clock into work if you're at work. If you're in traffic and now listening, don't hit that car. Watch out for that bike lane. You feel me? If you're just chilling at home, and you got your daughter, son, cousins, niece, sister, brother, whatever crying in the background, tell them to quiet down. The podcast is back. What's up, everybody? Fresh off of vacation, I guess, if you want to call it that, right? I guess you can call it a vacation. It's always tough when you go visit back home and you're spending a time off and you're back home visiting family. It's tough to call it a vacation because, especially when there's like two sides of the family and you're visiting both sides and you're cramping it all within, like a 5-day period. I guess you can call it a vacation. I guess by definition, being removed from work and removed from podcast duties or removed from whatever else we got going on here, I guess you can call it a vacation. But it wasn't the vacation that I would like to have. I was thinking not just me, as a family, I was thinking that we were going to go to like San Francisco, San Diego, you feel me? Maybe Tahoe or something like that. But instead, we spent the time visiting family, which is good too. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Parents, grandparents, siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews, tios, tias, aunties or aunts. No, wait, yeah, uncles and aunts, right? Something like that. So it's just a lot. You know what I mean? It's tough. Like it's tough because so we went back home, right? Salinas Coast, not Salinas Coast, sorry, Central Coast, Salinas Valley, King City, San Lucas, Monterey County, that area right there. If you're not familiar with it. For visiting back home and everything. So it's just a lot. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of navigating, a lot of driving, a lot of planning, budgeting, and everything that comes with it. So when you do all that shit, it's like, bro, it's great. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I say I wouldn't call that necessarily a vacation, because it's not like I was waking up in a hotel. It wasn't like I was waking up, you feel me, like in a resort somewhere. It wasn't like I was on a beach. It wasn't like we went to the lake. It wasn't like we went sightseeing. You know what I'm saying? We went to the same place in the same city that we went to high school at and everything, and then went to go visit parents and grandparents where we grew up at. You know what I mean? But it's more than that. I get it. It was just time off and everything. But damn, bro, I would have loved to have gone to somewhere where there was a beach. You know what I'm saying? Sipping on some Mai Tais, 7 a.m. Is that crazy? 7 a.m. Anyway, back from all that, back from the podcasting, and actually back to it. And straight to it, I'm talking about no show notes, no preps, no nothing, just straight diving into it like a pro. I'm barely going to doing some edits because I'm dropping this like ASAP. I'm barely going to be doing much anything, and I'm going to keep it straight original. That's what I'm all about for this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it's cool to be back with doing the podcast. Not that I was gone for much. It's just that last week, like I said, I was on vacation and I didn't feel like I didn't want to do I don't want to do the person. I didn't want to bring the laptop or bring the work with you to the, quote unquote vacation. I didn't want to do editing. I didn't want to do like scheduling posts. I didn't want to, you know what I mean? Worry about, did this go up? Did this go live yet? Did this clip get uploaded yet? How did I do this? How did I do that? Now granted, I know I could have prepped for it better. I could have done all that the week prior, and I get it, but it was just as bad enough the week leading up to was busy as it is. Then there's planning and stuff like that. And then what I didn't want to do is have to rush all that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? I want to just just let it kind of just go and flow naturally rather than just have to cram everything all in one. And no one likes that, bro. No one likes to bring the work with you. Tina Turner passed away at 83. Jesus. Sorry, I just saw this right now. But you know what I mean? Like no one's trying to bring that. And I didn't want to be the dude to do that. You know what I mean? Bring my laptop, bring the stuff, or worry about stuff. And to be honest, sometimes you need that little break. Sometimes you need to put the phone down. Sometimes you don't need to be on social media as much. Because bro, I'll tell you, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I wasn't even using the Instagram like that as much as, you know what I'm saying, that I should have or would have liked to. I just wasn't. I mean, I wasn't doing it as much. I wasn't posting about much, and I wasn't recording every little thing. You know, normally it's like, you know what they say, like everything is content. So you're constantly recording every little thing, whether it's like visiting somewhere, or a little trip here, or some random thing, or yourself tasting something. You know, like that content creator influencer type of thing where they're posting constantly everything when they wake up and everything. I get that. But for this 1 week, I didn't care to do any of that, bro. Like, I recorded some stuff just to be fun and everything, you know. But for the most part, I didn't record much because, you know, it's be in the moment type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially for birthday parties. Like, I'm just like, let me not record this right now. Let me not focus on, did I get this picture? Because everybody has a phone, right? Everybody has a phone that's recording or taking pictures as it is. So why be the other person that's going to be a part of all that? So like, I was in a bunch of photos, I was in a bunch of videos where we were as a family, and a bunch of photos and everything, but I didn't care to like bring mine out and do that. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I didn't care to do it because normally I'm doing like recap type of things. So I didn't care to do like recap stuff for this because it was more bigger than just like, let me see what I can put on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what I can make as a freaking clippable moment for Instagram. It was like, I didn't care for that. So more so like living in the moment. And bro, like I said, it felt fucking good. Like I could definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel for as far as all this. Like I can see a point where I'm like, okay, I'm good, and just get the fuck off of all this stuff. Like, just being honest, like I can see that point already. I'm not saying it's gonna happen or it's like official or I'm like done doing this, whatever, but I can definitely look and be like, yeah, that was nice. You know what I mean? And then it takes me back to like back in the day, how it was before, when, you know, we weren't stuck on our phones 24/7, or not necessarily constantly looking down and checking for an update. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there's text messages, you know what I mean, and phone calls, and then news, or it might, like, I don't think I'll ever delete Amazon. No, you know, no offense to anybody who doesn't like Amazon, but I don't think I'm ever gonna take off, like intentionally take out Amazon, because it's so easy and so simple and so what's the word I'm looking for? God damn, that espresso is strong. Lungo, Jesus. Convenient. That's what I was looking for. It's so convenient to get, because you can get anything off there. And side note for Amazon too, which I didn't know about, and I don't know if you guys do or not, but did y'all know that Amazon is a search engine as well? Like, you can, like Google, you know how like Google, you search for stuff? Amazon is that too, or maybe even started off as that first. Let me look that up. I'm over here acting like I don't have a laptop right in front of me. Let me see. It says, just type in Amazon search. Yeah. Wait, no. No, that's not it. That's search. That's searching the word search. I don't know, but it was something like that. I forget where exactly I saw that, but you know, maybe I'm just fucking stupid. It just has, I know it has a search bar, but I'm telling you, I freaking saw something that said that Amazon was an Amazon search engine before a lot of the stuff that it is right now. So where was I going with this? Oh, the phones. Okay, so it did get me back to thinking, like, dude, do you remember back in the day? Do you remember back in the day the text chains? You know how dumb that was? You know, the stupid, like, send this text, it's like a thread, and it was like, send it to 10 people or else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd get like the one random ones that are obviously fake, and some of them that would like kind of trip you out, like, oh shit, what's really gonna happen if I don't do it? You know, it'd be like, okay, tag, you're it. Send this to 10 people, and if you don't, your dog's gonna die. You're like, what the fuck? And then you left me there with this awkward feeling of being like, well, do I not do it? What about, like, we have 6 dogs. I don't even, do I even have 10 people who I can even text? Yo, because back in the day, true story. I can't make this shit up. True story, right? So we couldn't afford cell phones. Not even prepaid. I tried it. We did the AT&T. It was AT&T Go. And if y'all remember this, let me know. Let me know if you remember this shit. But it was AT&T Go phones. They're prepaid calling card phones. They had web access back when it was 3G, right? Web access, but there was no surfing the web like that. I guess you can physically, I guess, go on it. Like, this is not Blackberries. This isn't fucking Voyagers from the T-Mobiles. This wasn't the Razor or anything. This was this was Singular. Back when it was Singular, you know, the Singular dude that was the blue man that had the fucking head, the arms, and the legs. It was Singular, you know? And I remember we had the AT&T Go phones by Singular, and I remember there were prepaid calling cards, and they would go off of minutes, right? So you have minutes, but if you would do text messages, it was like 10 cents a text message or 25 cents per multimedia message. Meaning, if you were sending videos, pictures, because at this point they had camera phones, but if you were to send it, it would cost you 10 cents for a regular text message, 10 cents to receive, and then if you send a photo or video, like I said, multimedia, it will cost you 25 cents. So you'd have to look and be like, okay, what do I really have time for? Do I have time for text or call, whatever? And I remember the reason why I went with them specifically is because you can buy, they were $30 or 50 or 30. I want to say $50. Well, I'm sure they had both, but I would buy the $50 prepaid call that would last me a month. Or maybe it was 30 that would last me a month, right? But it was cool about this one is because they had this thing called unlimited nights and weekends. So anytime after 9 p.m., you could talk on the phone unlimitedly, right? Unlimited. It wouldn't waste any minutes, right? And then nights and weekends, meaning Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, unlimited fucking minutes. So you were clear. And then what I love the most about it is that they had this thing called mobile to mobile free minutes, but it wasn't messages. This is the part that was cool, right? It wasn't messages. It was just minutes. So dog, you would have to hope, like, if you was like, you know, getting your number, this was like, you know, back in like this is high school for us, right? Early high school for me, at least. And it was like, bro, like, if you're going to talk to a chick, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is what you used to have to do. First, you would hope that they have the same thing. Hope they have AT&T or Singular. And if they didn't, because a lot of people had Verizon or Metro, right? If a lot of people had Verizon or Metro, you'd be like, damn it, I'm screwed. Like, I didn't have that, right? And I had already tried Metro, mind you. Or did I get it before? Yeah. Let me backtrack a little bit. Even before that, I had Metro PCS back in the day. Wasn't the Metro that you see today. It wasn't as globally, you know what I mean, like impacted as you see it today. Back in the day, yo, Metro PCS was shitty. It was stupid cheap and stupid shit. Like we didn't have service. So I was living in San Lucas, right? So I remember I was texting this girl and I was trying to call this girl. And I remember, bro, like I didn't have service, dog. So the only time, because for whatever reason at that time, Metro didn't have service in San Lucas or past, you know? So you would have like a zones where you would get service, like cell service, right? And I remember sometimes when we make trips into town, King City, you get service. So sometimes you might get delayed text message. Oh, and Metro was unlimited everything, so you weren't tripping off the text messages or the phone calls, right? So, bro, I remember you used to like go heading towards back in the town, right when you get on the freeway, getting close to like before the truck stop, you would get service in and out of service, and you get delayed text messages, or you get like you see like 2 missed calls or whatever, and your phone never rang. It's just that you didn't have service, so it never went to you, right? So I remember like trying to talk to this girl, and I remember I had Metro PCS, bro, and I had to be across the street, walking on the train tracks, and the train tracks right there in San Lucas, walking on the train tracks and like holding my phone up like this, legitimately. I don't know what it was. Maybe the freaking the iron from the damn train tracks. Maybe it was giving some type of electrical you know what I mean, or some signal, whatever it was doing, but it was working. And I was getting service. So I used to be like sending text messages up in the air, like dog, like this, like sending text messages and just holding it up like a damn umbrella and just hoping it went through. And it'd be some dumb message like LOL. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what it was, or try to make a phone call. And you talk on the phone call on speaker, and you'd be holding it up. And you'd be like, you look, and you're like, God damn it, like it's going in and out. You're like Metro PCS, bro. So I switched over from that to the prepaid one, AT&T Go, like I said, singular. So this is how I used to do it, right? So you used to at night, you used to say you were talking to a girl, you know what I mean? If you know, we're talking to, let's just say your significant other, you're talking to someone that you're interested in, right? So you'd be like, I used to be embarrassed that I had this prepaid one, because this is how they would fuck you over. And I get what they were trying to do, but every single time you'd make a phone call, it would tell you before the shit even rang, it would tell you, it would tell you on the speed, you would dial the number, you would call, and it would say, your available balance is, you know, however many dollars, and then it would tell you your available balance and how much minutes is remaining, whatever. Boom, right? And then it would ring, and then it would go to the thing. But at nights and on the weekends, it would tell you, it would say something like, you're on unlimited nights and weekends, you won't be charged for this call. And then it would ring, right? So, bro, what's tough is that if someone wanted to use your phone, or if someone wanted to borrow your phone, you used to be like, at least for me, I was like, oh, damn, man. This is back when I used to get embarrassed by shit. Now I don't at all. But it was like, bro, like, damn it. They're going to know. You know, they're going to be like, what the fuck? It doesn't just ring. You know what I mean? It's like prison type of shit, you know? So I remember I would come home, and then, like, you know, a girl was trying to call, and I would have to pick up and be like, oh yeah, I'm busy. So-and-so, I'm gonna be busy for the next few hours. Let me call you back later tonight. Cool, I got you. And I would make up some shit, and I would wait. I'm talking about wait till 9 o'clock on the dot. Sometimes I would wait till 9:01 just to be sure that I didn't get charged. But I'm talking about 9 o'clock on the dot. Pick that shit up. And I'd be like, hey, what's up? You know, you just got back, blah, blah. You know, it was free. Then you're good. And on the weekends, you're not tripping. You call first thing in the morning, you know, whatever. And that lasted so long. And then now they have VR porn you can watch on your phone. So we've came a long way. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say with phones. But I want to get back to that place. I think, I don't know if want's the word to use, but I find, I guess, solidarity or some sense of happiness of going back to a place of not being so phone dependent and not being so feeling the need to just grab it and you know, record everything and just kind of being more present. So it's something I'm looking forward to a little bit more. I will say that. Take it as you will as I drink my espresso lungo. Do I have to say espresso lungo? Or can I'm pretty sure I don't have to say the espresso portion of it. I think I could just say lungo, right? But anyway, phones. Enough of the phone talk. So I do want to say last week's episode. So damn, I'm all over the place. So last week there wasn't an episode because I was busy on vacation. But the week prior to that, we did the mental health and therapy episode with Ashley, right? Ashley Quintanar. That one, I'm gonna be talking about. We're still in the month of May, so May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So that one I feel like it's a really good it's an important one, but it's near and dear to my heart for all kinds of different reasons. I talked about certain stuff for me too as well on that to her, you know, on that episode. I've talked about my therapy sessions, why I went to them, and I ultimately didn't continue them, but I've given them some story and some background on that. But I've also have insight of this from not just seeing it firsthand with friends of mine, seeing it firsthand for people who I was, in the military with, people in my family, people that have had, I guess, episodes that have not been public that I won't speak about either. Not me, but like people that I know, you know. And so I know the importance of it. I know how much it doesn't get brought to light enough. And that was a good episode to highlight, at least, or to give an introductory type of thing. And I guess give people more comfort to be like, it's okay to, talk about some stuff and not feel like they're not alone, I guess you would say, into this team. Hey, my Canadian accent came out. Is it an accent? But So like that. So if you haven't checked that episode out, I definitely recommend you go back and listen to, because there's a lot of gems in there, and then a lot of information and stuff that you can learn about, and a lot of information that I think overall is helpful and beneficial for everybody that, what I mean. And you might know a person that's, going through something similar like that could, like I said, benefit and learn a bit from on this one. So definitely go back to that one and check it out. And yeah, go. And then, it's tough too. It's tough with I'm trying to get. I want to book more guests, more for purposeful stuff, right? And personal goals of mine that I've had for these guests. But what's hard? It's hard to get people, and it's gonna be hard, especially in the summertime. The summertime people are busy. I definitely understand that, but it's like it's gonna be hard to get more and more people, especially the grind of one. Bro, we're 2.5 years deep in this stuff, right? The podcasting stuff, and it's like it's hard to still book guests right now at this, at this level and at this point, but because it's like it's not as big, and it's tough. It's tough as it is, I'm not saying I didn't know that going into this. I'm not saying it hasn't been tough, but damn, like it's tougher now too, because it's like people are doing everything transactional nowadays. I feel like a lot of people are moving transactional. Like not a lot of the stuff isn't genuine. A lot of stuff doesn't seem as authentic as it used to, and a lot of things are. I don't know. I'm like kind of stuck in between this one, because it's like some things. I feel like nowadays people are getting like, what are you gonna do for me? Like scratch my back, I scratch yours. Like do this, do that. You know what I mean? A lot of people aren't doing everything off of just like what's the goodness of the heart anymore. Like I feel like a lot of people are like past it. A lot of people are like, fuck that. Make sure you get paid, get yours. Everything is time is money. Don't waste. And I get both sides of it. But I think everything is situational. Not everything has to be transactional, but everything could be beneficial, if that makes sense. That's a fucking bar, bro. That's a bar. And that's what I'm getting at with that, because I just feel like everything is becoming so damn competitive, but it doesn't need to. The space is there. Like we talked about on the Blowing Smoke episode with JG and Jay Jonah, not everything has to be competitive. Not everything has to be it's either me or you. There's a healthy competitive, right? You'd want to be the best. That's a healthy competitive thing for sure. But ultimately, there's enough space, there's enough food for everybody to eat. Of course, in your own individual goals and what you want is to be the most successful. I can definitely understand that and commend you on that. Not complaining that or not arguing that. But I don't think it's like any more or any less to hold some stuff back and some info, you know what I mean? And in that too, I just want to say too, like, I just think if you have a homie that's like, or just, if you know a person, if you have a friend, if you have a homie that's doing good, that's, you know what I'm saying, like making moves, and you see them doing great things and you hate on it, that's a different kind of lame. That's another level of lame. Like, you a cornball. You are lame if you see someone else, your peer, your homie, someone you're close with, reach success and you start hating on it. That's corny, dog. I can't say that enough. That's hella corny. You should be happy. You should be like, yes, encourage it. You should applaud it. You should be like, yes, bro, that's super cool. Not talk down on it. Not be like, oh, well, it's only because of this, or this only happened because of this. That's a different kind of level of lame, bro. You're corny as fuck, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then in that too, why wouldn't you not hype them up? You know what I mean? And even furthermore than that, and this second part, not that first part, because I'm not lame or cornball at all, but the second part, I can see where a person's coming from in this one, because maybe to an extent I've done this too, is when you see someone else succeed or get successful and you start to kind of downplay your own type of things. You know what I mean? Where they're just like, when you see them doing good or they're getting these things, and then you start to be like, well, shit, man, that's good, man. If I had that, like if I had this access, if I had there, man, don't stop making excuses for yourself. And this is myself included too. Stop making excuses for yourself, dog. Hype them up too. You know what I'm saying? You'll get there. You just put the work in. Maybe you won't get there. And guess what too? You know what's crazy? That's okay. It's okay to never get there too, because at least you fucking tried, bro. At least you tried. Trust me, dog. Like I said, This shit ain't forever, you know? Yeah. This ain't. This ain't what you want. Lil Durk and everything. I said that Lil Durk was on the academics one too. But bro, part one and part two, one of them, well, the first, just do it into one. Do it like a 3 hour one that like Joe Rogan does. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit. Freaking, it's like part one is like 2 hours. The second was like an hour and some change. You know, I listen to podcasts. I like taking them all in. But damn, you know what I'm saying? What does it say right here? Tory Lane's high level of callousness. Damn, am I saying that wrong? And Megan Thee Stallion shooting warrants longer prison sentence, prosecutors say. Well then, let's take a deep dive and let's close out on this, okay? Tory Lane's high level of callousness in callousness, like not calling, I'm assuming. In the Megan Thee Stallion shooting warrants longer prison sentence, prosecutors say. Now, let me just give the credit source off the top so I don't get sued or page taken down. You feel me? This is from the Shade Room, you know, where everything goes down in the sources and all the sources from. You feel me? It says right here, prosecutors in the Tory Lane shooting trial have reportedly filed a new motion advocating for the rapper to receive a longer prison sentence. As if 20 years wasn't enough. As a Shade Room previously reported, Lanes faces up to 22 years in prison. The rapper was being convicted of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, handgun, carrying a loaded and unregistered firearm in a vehicle and discharging the firearm with gross negligence in December for a July 2020 incident. Damn, that's almost 2 years ago. Damn, wait, no, what am I'm tripping? 2020? Dog, that's almost 3 years ago? What happened? Sheesh. What did this? Damn, that's the longest time. Then it says more details. Okay, legal affairs journalist Megan Cuniff shared a copy of the prosecutor's filing. Additionally, she included further details on the matter in a report published Wednesday via Legal Affairs Trials. According to Cuniff's report, prosecutors allege that Lanes demonstrated a high level of callousness when he fired towards Megan Thee Stallion. Additionally, the prosecutors reportedly allege that the rapper did so without any justifiable provocation or reason. Due to this, prosecutors believe Lanes should receive an extended prison sentence. The victim was dressed only in a bikini, shoeless, and on foot in a neighborhood completely foreign to her. It was late at night. She was unarmed and completely defenseless. Tory Lanez posed a significant danger to everyone, witnesses and neighbors in the victim of the shooting. Additionally, the prosecutors called the brassness of Lanez conduct alarming. Jesus, not bad. As far as me reading everything, not bad for my not bad for me, bro. There's just a lot of stuff going on and on and on and on and on. And correct me if I'm wrong, he was already found guilty. Now they're just waiting for sentencing, right? We've talked about it before in the podcast, but as far as I know, he's already in jail. Maybe he posted bail. Yeah, maybe he's already in jail. Maybe he posted bail, just awaiting the actual sentencing and everything to see how much he's gonna get. Because he was already found guilty. Like, and I don't even know how many counts. And bro, who the fuck was it? Maybe it was Lily. Someone was telling me a song of his came on. And they're like, oh, his music's going to plunge on. I'm like, I don't know. It might go the other way. Because it's not like he made bad music, you know? People are still bumping regardless of how you feel. What you say? Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Tekashi 6ix9ine, fucking all these other people. They're still playing. They're still, bro, in the club, they'll still be playing it, you know? So I don't think it's a matter of his music is not going to get played anymore. I just think it's a matter of, is he going to be able to make new music? Because you can make new music in prison. Molly Mall, Mac Dre, come on now, Lil Wayne, X-Rated. You know, you can make music in prison. So I think he'll still find a way to do everything. Me personally, that's what I think. But that is the end, y'all. Anyway, man, we back. Thank you. Vacation mode is. I feel like I'm still in it, but not in it. And yeah, not bad for doing this shit without prepping. You know what I mean? Because we pros in this shit. You feel me? Thank y'all. Subscribe, like, comment, share, tell someone about the podcast. Let me know what more I should do of as far as like some of the marketing stuff. Did y'all check out the little skit? I'm doing another one. Might even shoot a little commercial. You know what I'm saying? The merch will may or may not ever get there. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see. It's a lot of work, and that it's just you see. It depends on feedback. And to be honest, I don't get much from the people. And that's not a sob story. I'm just saying that's where I'm at with it. So thank y'all. Peace.